Hi guys, welcome to another Mini Kit Monday layout process video. Don't forget to check out these other ladies, Becky, Tracy, Dolly, Kathy, and Leslie. Jojo was doing it for a while, but I don't know if she's doing it again this month or not. I haven't seen any of her videos pop out recently. So we'll just go ahead and get started. I'll leave links for everyone in the description down below. Let's just get started because I am doing this voiceover this morning. I completely spaced and thought I had, for whatever reason, finished this making the video because I finished the layout. So I just assumed, and then I go to listen to the video and it has no voiceover. So I am desperately hurrying up to make this voiceover happen right now. And it's pretty self-explanatory. I do back the photos with the back side of the pattern paper, that pink and reddish striped pattern paper. I use the back side of that to mat it in white, and then I use the pattern side to mat it again. And then I cut out those stripes because they were kind of in squares, and I used them to bookend the top left to bottom right diagonal line that it has going. And so here you can see that I had cut out parts of the white so that the letters can show through. I thought it was just a different type of element instead of just using the pattern paper as a whole. Here you can see me already setting, or I was trying to set down the photographs, and then I spotted those artsy glitter pens out of the corner of my eye, and I decided to do some drops. The thing with that is that I thought it was too glittery, and so I went and grabbed my Delusions ink spray. You guys, that stuff smeared. So I don't know if you really have to shake it. I just assumed you didn't have to do that because when I saw the clear colored ones, they didn't have any sediment or anything at the bottom, but maybe for the black one it's different. I had it smear. It smeared in places that I didn't want it to. I kept touching it, and then I noticed that there was black soot looking stuff on my, I'm showing you right there that it smeared because I tried to put it over the artsy glitter spots that I had made previously to that. So I don't know if you need to shake it up, or I didn't know what to do at that point. So I was just trying to cover stuff up. And even here you can see that that flower is smeared with some of that black stuff. I was so upset at myself. So it's, oh, and I also put the photos one on top of each other because just to cover up kind of the white background from the photographs. One of the photographs didn't expose right, and on the top one you can see like the clouds, although you can't really see them very clearly here. But on the other one it kind of just white, the clouds kind of just were overexposed or something, or the lighting. I'm not an expert in taking pictures, so what happened was it just looked like a white background, so kind of overlapped that a little bit just to take up some space there, even though you can see the clouds in the top picture. So that's why I overlapped them a little bit. Here I decided to put a journaling spot, and then I started bringing in some of those Vicki Boutin ephemera pieces. You saw me cut out at the beginning some of the pattern paper flowers, or some of the flowers in that floral pattern paper from Dear Lizzie. And then I also used some of the ephemera from Vicki Boutin in those same type of colors. They played well with each other. And here you can see that I was putting down the word Tesla plaque. And in the little, I picked out some little square letters. I don't usually grab those. I don't usually gravitate to that type of lettering, but I do want to finish stuff up in my stash. And I know that I'm not going to buy, I think I was really into them before, and it just all of a sudden I just didn't use them. I stopped using them altogether. And I think it was just because die cuts came into the picture and I started cutting out words and used less and less of those letter stickers. So now it's time to get them using again or get them out of my stash. So here you see another black and white Vicki Boutin die cut, and then one of the hand cut lettered hand cut floral pieces. And I'm trying to add more ephemera as I go. I did decide to bring in that black and white because I did the journaling, so I did it to balance that out, but then I bring in another shaped piece like the journaling spot to give it even more balance. And I really like how it came out. At first I was like, wow, this is too much floral stuff. We're invited by a friend of a coworkers of my husband's to see this unveiling of a Tesla plaque that they had, that his group had orchestrated to have in the park. Apparently Tesla is a big, he has historical background here in Colorado Springs, apparently. I guess I need to read up on it because I didn't know. But you can see the black label up on the top right hand corner to balance out the journaling spot. I really like how that ended up looking. And you want to know the funniest thing? I ask my husband sometimes what he thinks of the layout, or most of the time, whenever I'm finished with the layout, I show him my layout and I say, what do you think? This time, sometimes I swear he comes up with really good critiques, or sometimes he'll just say, like, it's kind of like a, yeah, grunting style, I don't know, like a typical male, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but sometimes it's like, yeah, it looks good. Other times he gives me pretty sound advice. He was talking about how my layout was formed from left to bottom right, and or top left to bottom right, the diagonal line or whatever. And he was talking about how come I pulled my title to the left on the bottom. It should have just kept going in line to the bottom right, and I should have moved everything to the right hand side. And I thought that was pretty sound advice. And I don't know, sometimes I'm just amazed, or maybe he lets on that he listens to me more than he than he really admits to, or something. I just thought, sometimes I think about these things when he says them, and I'm just kind of taken aback by, wow, he actually listens, or that's pretty good advice. I don't know, I was pretty surprised when he said it. So I couldn't do anything else about the title being on the left-hand side. I kind of like that the journaling spot bridges the title, but it does interrupt that line, I think. I don't know. What do you ladies think? If you want to tell me some sound advice, or maybe some hints, or your opinion on what the layout looks like. I was not dissatisfied with this look, especially because I'm coming in from a dry spell. I did the 4for4 series, and that wasn't really thinking much on anything about how to, as far as like really thinking about design. So coming into this, I just really had fun just layering stuff all on top of each other. I fussy cut some stuff, and then I also kind of practiced restraint, if that's believable. I had pulled out these enamel dots that were also from the Vicki Boutin thing. All my Vicki Boutin items I had gotten from Tuesday Morning on a haul a couple of months back. I am trying to do a January freeze, and I don't know if I'm gonna make a video. We're like going into mid-January already, and your girl has not set out a Scrappy Goals video, even though I kind of feel like I want to, but I kind of don't want to jinx myself either. I'm coming to the end of this layout, and I decided that it needed to be hugged by something, so I kind of cut the top of the layout, as you can see, a little askew, and I did the sides a little askew too, and that's pretty much the end. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the other ladies, and we'll see you in the next Mini Kit Monday video. Bye!